We're having a nice day out there today, even though a little cooler than what we had yesterday, but not bad. But this is the cold front that's going to be pushing through here. By late Thursday night into Friday morning, it'll drive in here. The wind's going to pick up. You're going to feel the colder air, especially as you get out the door on Friday morning. If you live on the west side of town, you're going to feel some of the strong winds. We tweaked the wind gust just a bit. We added some speed. And you notice right here, gusts to 40 miles an hour. The winds will be turning more to the northeast. I think really between 11 o'clock Thursday night as we approach midnight till 5 o'clock Friday morning. So by the time most of you get up and get out the door, the winds will be working their way downward and will be working their way to a lesser degree of the wind gusts. So we're going to see those winds gradually die down throughout the morning hours and into the afternoon. So here's a look at our latest future track computer model. You'll notice by tomorrow morning, we're going to have some of these high clouds around. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. The clouds will gradually start to exit the area as we make our way throughout the morning hours, and skies will become mainly sunny. Not a bad day out ahead of the front. We're going to see those temperatures hovering right around 60 degrees, so that'll be nice on your Thursday. It's just that Friday will be a colder day as we track that front. That's going to start to push in here again by late Thursday night and into Friday morning. So during the overnight hours when we get the colder air and the brunt of the wind. So here's what we're talking about tomorrow. Late in the day, gusts to 30. Then we hit 40 Friday morning. Then the winds come down Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Winds start to pick up as we make our way into next week. Right around Tuesday, we're looking at those gusts hitting about 35 miles per hour. Here's the temperatures by tomorrow morning. Places like Canutillo at 27, Fort Bliss at 32. We've got San Eli down to 29 degrees tomorrow. These are your high temperatures. We're going to make it up to about 60 degrees, all out ahead of the cold front, mind you. Horizon City will be at 59 degrees. Here's the overnight lows for Doña County. Mesilla at 28. We got Oregon at 37. White Sands at 25. And Sunland Park at 29 degrees. Here's your temperatures for tomorrow. These will be your high temperatures. Going to be in the 50s and right around 60 degrees. Perhaps you folks in Anthony, New Mexico, making it up to 60. Let's jump ahead to next week. Here's what we're looking at next Wednesday. And this is one particular model run that's indicating that we could see the possibility of some snow. Will things change? Certainly they will. And we'll keep you up to date on the potential of that colder air and the chances for some snow. All right, overnight tonight, temperatures down to 31 degrees. Tomorrow, we're looking at 60. Sunrise time at 7:02 tomorrow, so a little bit earlier. 28 overnight in Las Cruces, and your high temp tomorrow at 58 degrees. Here comes the next several days. 60, 48, but look at that, 29 by Friday morning. 25 by Saturday morning. Going to get cold overnight into Saturday morning, but work our way up to about 56 degrees. 60 on Sunday. Then we work our way into the 60s. Here comes this next system, which will drop those temperatures and give some of the area maybe a chance of snow, Mark.
And as